When we experience hurt, our instinct often drives us to react. It's a natural human response to protect ourselves from further pain, to lash out, or to defend our position. However, these immediate reactions can cloud our judgment and lead to decisions we may later regret. In moments of hurt, silence becomes a powerful ally, allowing us to create a space for reflection rather than reaction. Picture a situation where a loved one has said something that pierces your heart. You feel that familiar sting of betrayal, anger bubbling beneath the surface. The urge to respond immediately, to retaliate with words that may be sharp and damaging, is strong. Yet, in this delicate moment, choosing silence offers us a chance to process our feelings. It's an opportunity to breathe, to step back, and to recognize that hurt often stems from misunderstandings or unexpressed emotions. Instead of letting anger guide us, silence invites us to explore the root of our feelings. What is it about the other person's words that struck such a deep chord? Are there unresolved issues at play? Are we projecting past hurts onto this current situation? By sitting with our feelings instead of reacting impulsively, we begin to peel back the layers of our emotions. This introspection can be transformative. It allows us to differentiate between what we feel and how we want to respond. In these moments, silence also fosters emotional regulation. It gives us the necessary space to calm our racing thoughts and steady our hearts. When we pause, we allow our emotions to settle, rather than allowing the intensity of our feelings to dictate our words and actions. This emotional regulation not only benefits us, but also creates a more constructive environment for resolving the conflict at hand. Instead of engaging in a heated exchange, we can approach the situation with a clearer mindset. Moreover, silence can serve as a powerful form of self-advocacy. By choosing not to react immediately, we assert our right to process our emotions without being overwhelmed by the moment. This self-advocacy is not about suppressing our feelings, rather, it's about honoring them in a way that fosters understanding rather than escalation. It's a recognition that our feelings are valid and deserve attention, but that expressing them in haste may not serve us well. In situations of hurt, silence also allows us to consider the other person's perspective. When we take a moment to step back, we create an opportunity to empathize. What might have led them to say what they did? Are they struggling with their own issues that we may not be aware of? This shift in perspective can soften our hearts and help us respond with compassion rather than anger. By choosing silence, we cultivate empathy, transforming hurt into an opportunity for connection. Finally, the silence we embrace in moments of hurt can lead to deeper understanding. It opens the door to meaningful dialogue once we've had time to reflect and gather our thoughts. When we eventually choose to express ourselves, our words carry more weight. We can articulate our feelings honestly and constructively, fostering an environment of openness and respect. This approach can ultimately strengthen our relationships, moving us from hurt to healing. In essence, moments of hurt are not just challenges to navigate, they are invitations to pause, reflect, and grow. By choosing silence, we honor our feelings and create space for understanding, empathy, and healing. In our journey through life, we often encounter people who are struggling, grappling with their own pain and challenges. When someone opens up and shares their difficulties with us, it can be tempting to jump in with advice or to share our own experiences as a means of connecting. However, in these deeply vulnerable moments, silence can serve as a powerful tool for compassion and understanding. When a friend or loved one is expressing their pain, they are offering us a glimpse into their inner world, a place that may be filled with confusion, sadness, or even despair. This is a significant act of trust. They are not just sharing their experiences, but also inviting us to witness their vulnerability. In these moments, our role shifts from being problem solvers to empathetic listeners. By choosing to remain silent, we allow them to express their feelings without interruption or judgment. The power of listening is profound. It's in the quiet moments where we refrain from speaking that the other person can fully articulate their thoughts and feelings. They might need to vent, cry, or simply share what they're going through. Each word they express is an essential part of their healing process, and our silence creates the space for that process to unfold. By providing this space, we show that we value their feelings and acknowledge their struggles. Moreover, silence in these moments helps to validate their experience. Often, when people are in pain, they fear that their feelings will be dismissed or minimized. By listening intently and remaining silent, we communicate that their pain matters. We're saying, I see you, and your feelings are real. This validation is critical as it can help them feel less isolated in their suffering. In a world where vulnerability is often met with discomfort, our silence becomes a sanctuary where they can express themselves freely. As we listen, we also engage in a practice of empathy. Silence allows us to step into their shoes, to truly imagine what it must feel like to be in their position. This is not about fixing their problems, rather, it's about understanding their emotions and experiences on a deeper level. When we listen with empathy, we can better appreciate the complexities of their pain, recognizing that it may not have straightforward solutions or answers. This understanding fosters a deeper connection between us as we move beyond superficial interactions to a place of genuine support. Additionally, by choosing silence, we avoid the trap of offering unsolicited advice. While our intentions might be good, jumping in with solutions can inadvertently shift the focus away from their feelings and onto our desire to help. Often, people who are in pain do not need answers, they need to be heard. They may already know what they should do or how to solve their problems, but they might be struggling to find the motivation or clarity to act. Our silence allows them to explore their thoughts and emotions without feeling pressured to find a solution right away. In these moments, silence can also serve as a mirror for the other person's feelings. When we remain silent and present, we create an environment where they can reflect on their emotions. They may discover insights about themselves and their situation that they hadn't considered before. This self-discovery is a powerful part of the healing process as it empowers them to take ownership of their experiences and emotions. Furthermore, our silent presence can be a source of comfort. Sometimes just knowing that someone is there willing to listen can provide immense relief. It sends the message that they are not alone in their struggles. Even when words are not exchanged, the bond between us can grow stronger. We become allies in their journey, offering support through our unwavering presence. In summary, when others share their pain with us, silence can be an incredibly powerful and compassionate response. By listening deeply and allowing them the space to express their feelings, we validate their experiences, foster empathy, and create a safe environment for healing. This approach not only enriches our relationships, but also enhances our ability to connect with others on a human level. Gossip is a pervasive element of human interaction, often seeping into conversations in subtle and insidious ways. It can start as a seemingly innocent exchange, a casual remark about someone else that quickly spirals into a deeper narrative filled with speculation, judgment, and assumptions. In these moments, we might feel tempted to join in, to share our thoughts, or to contribute to the discussion. However, choosing silence in the face of gossip is not just a personal choice, it is an act of integrity and respect. When we encounter gossip, it's essential to recognize the potential harm it can inflict not just on the person being discussed, but also on the individuals participating in the gossip. Engaging in such conversations can perpetuate a cycle of negativity and can create an environment where judgment replaces understanding. By choosing silence, we break that cycle, signaling that we refuse to participate in conversations that undermine others' dignity and humanity. And in the face of gossip, our silence can serve as a powerful statement of our values. It communicates that we prioritize respect over sensationalism, empathy over judgment. Rather than joining in the fray, we choose to stand apart, setting a standard for how we wish to engage with one another. This decision reflects our commitment to fostering a culture of kindness and understanding where people are valued for who they are rather than being reduced to the rumors that surround them. Moreover, silence provides an opportunity for reflection. When we choose not to respond to gossip, we give ourselves the chance to consider the implications of the words being spoken. What drives this conversation? Are we perpetuating stereotypes or reinforcing negative narratives? Silence allows us to evaluate the motives behind the gossip, whether it stems from insecurity, jealousy, or a genuine desire for connection. By taking a step back, we can understand the dynamics at play and choose to act from a place of awareness rather than reaction. In these moments, our silence can also prompt others to reconsider their words. When we refrain from participating, it creates a pause in the conversation that can lead to introspection. Others may begin to reflect on what they are saying and the impact it may have. This shift in dynamics can lead to more meaningful discussions that foster understanding instead of perpetuating gossip. By modeling silence, we create an opportunity for a deeper dialogue, encouraging others to engage thoughtfully rather than reflexively. Furthermore, remaining silent in the face of gossip allows us to protect our own integrity. Participating in gossip can create internal conflict as we navigate the tension between our values and the social pressures to conform. By choosing silence, we safeguard our sense of self, allowing us to align our actions with our principles. This integrity fosters self-respect and enhances our relationships with others as we build a reputation as someone who values authenticity and kindness. In addition, silence can also serve as a form of compassion for those who are the subjects of gossip. When we choose not to engage, we recognize the vulnerability of those who are being discussed. Gossip often strips away the complexity of a person's story, reducing them to a set of assumptions that may not reflect their true selves. By remaining silent, we honor their dignity and humanity, acknowledging that they deserve to be seen in their fullness, not as the sum of rumors. Lastly, choosing silence in the face of gossip creates space for healthier communication. It encourages a shift from negative talk to constructive conversations. When gossip is stifled, we can redirect our focus toward building connections based on trust, respect, and understanding. This shift fosters an environment where people feel safe to share their thoughts and feelings openly without the fear of being judged or misunderstood. In summary, in a world where gossip is all too common, choosing silence is a courageous and impactful decision. It reflects our commitment to respect, empathy, and integrity, while also nurturing healthier, more meaningful relationships. By standing firm in our silence, we pave the way for a culture of understanding and compassion, setting an example for others to follow.
In our fast-paced world, the pressure to respond quickly can be overwhelming. Whether it's in a professional setting where decisions need to be made on the fly, or in our personal lives where we feel compelled to offer our thoughts immediately, this urgency can lead us to speak without fully considering our words. In these moments, choosing silence can be a profound act of self-awareness and clarity, allowing us to navigate the complexities of communication more effectively. When we find ourselves in situations where we feel rushed to respond, our instincts often kick in, pushing us to formulate an answer before we've had the chance to process the information fully. This can lead to reactions that are impulsive and not reflective of our true feelings or thoughts. Instead of contributing meaningfully to the conversation, we risk saying something we might later regret or that doesn't capture the nuance of our perspective. By choosing silence, we grant ourselves the necessary time to gather our thoughts and articulate them with intention. Moreover, taking a moment of silence allows us to assess the context of the conversation. What is the underlying message? What emotions are at play? Are we being asked to respond to a problem, or is someone simply seeking validation? This pause gives us the opportunity to consider not only our response but also the needs of the person we're communicating with. understanding the context can enhance our responses, allowing us to engage more thoughtfully and empathetically. In these moments of pressure, silence also serves as a tool for emotional regulation. When faced with immediate demands, our emotions can become heightened. We might feel defensive, anxious, or overwhelmed. By remaining silent, we create a buffer that allows these emotions to settle. This self-regulation is crucial because it prevents our feelings from dictating our responses. Instead of reacting out of frustration or anxiety, we can respond from a place of calm and clarity. Silence provides us with the space to reflect on our values and principles. When pressed to respond, we may feel the temptation to conform to the expectations of those around us, to say what we think others want to hear. However, this can lead us away from our authentic selves. By choosing to remain silent, we can reconnect with our core values, ensuring that when we do choose to speak, our words resonate with who we truly are. This alignment between our values and our expressions fosters authenticity in our interactions. Additionally, our silence can influence the dynamics of the conversation itself. When we refrain from responding immediately, we introduce a pause that can prompt others to reflect as well. This shift can encourage deeper dialogue and promote a culture of thoughtful communication. Rather than rushing into conclusions or snap judgments, the conversation can evolve into a more meaningful exchange where all parties feel heard and valued. Choosing silence also empowers us to ask the right questions rather than jumping to conclusions. Instead of rushing to provide solutions or opinions, we can take the time to inquire further. What do others think? What are their feelings on the matter? This approach fosters a collaborative atmosphere where ideas are explored collectively rather than imposed individually. Asking questions allows us to gather diverse perspectives, enriching the conversation and leading to more informed and thoughtful outcomes. Moreover, in situations where we feel pressured, our silence can serve as a demonstration of confidence. It shows that we are not easily swayed by the urgency of the moment, rather, we are grounded in our ability to think critically. This confidence not only enhances our credibility but also inspires others to value the importance of thoughtful communication. By modeling this behavior, we can cultivate a culture where reflection is prioritized over rapid-fire responses. In summary, when faced with pressure to respond, choosing silence can be one of the most powerful actions we take. It allows us to gather our thoughts, assess the situation, and respond authentically and thoughtfully. By valuing silence, we not only honor our own need for clarity but also contribute to a deeper, more meaningful exchange with others. In the whirlwind of modern life, it can be all too easy to get swept away by the noise around us: social obligations, work demands, and the constant barrage of information that comes through our devices. Amidst this chaos, we often overlook the importance of seeking clarity within ourselves. In these moments, embracing silence is essential. It serves as a sanctuary where we can retreat from external distractions and reconnect with our inner thoughts and feelings. When we seek clarity, it's vital to create a space that allows for introspection. This is not just about finding answers to pressing questions, it's about understanding our emotions, values, and desires on a deeper level. Engaging in silence provides us with the opportunity to listen to the whispers of our hearts and minds, those subtle nudges that often get drowned out by the demands of daily life. By stepping back and allowing ourselves to be still, we create a fertile ground for self-discovery. During these periods of silence, we can explore our thoughts without judgment. We may grapple with questions about our life choices, our relationships, or our career paths. What do we truly want? What brings us joy and fulfillment? When we create a quiet space to ponder these questions, we invite a sense of clarity to emerge. This self-exploration is crucial. It enables us to differentiate between what we genuinely desire and what we believe we should want based on external expectations. Furthermore, silence allows us to confront our fears and insecurities. Often these feelings reside in the shadows of our minds, whispered but not fully articulated. When we choose to be silent, we give ourselves permission to face these fears head-on. What are we afraid of? What holds us back from pursuing our goals? By acknowledging these fears in a space free from judgment, we can begin to dismantle them. This process of confronting our vulnerabilities empowers us to reclaim our narrative and move forward with confidence. As we seek clarity, silence also offers us the chance to reflect on our values and beliefs. What do we stand for? What principles guide our decisions? In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of our core values, letting external influences dictate our actions. By embracing silence, we can reconnect with our values, evaluating whether our current paths align with what truly matters to us. This alignment is vital for our overall well-being, as living in accordance with our values fosters a sense of authenticity and purpose. Moreover, the act of sitting in silence can lead to unexpected insights. Our minds often operate in a whirlwind of thoughts, jumping from one idea to the next. However, when we allow ourselves the space to be quiet, we create the conditions for deeper thinking to occur. Insights may arise organically, illuminating paths we hadn't previously considered or revealing connections between seemingly unrelated aspects of our lives. This process of exploration can be both enlightening and liberating, as it opens doors to new possibilities and perspectives. Silence also encourages us to practice mindfulness, a vital component of self-discovery. When we quiet our minds, we can tune into our bodies and emotions, recognizing how they manifest in response to our thoughts. Are there physical sensations accompanying our feelings? Are there areas of tension or discomfort that warrant attention? This mindfulness enables us to cultivate a greater awareness of our emotional landscape, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and our responses to the world around us. In addition, as we seek clarity, silence provides us with the space to dream. Often, our ambitions and aspirations get sidelined by the busyness of life. When we embrace quiet, we create a sanctuary for our dreams to take root. What do we envision for our future? What passions ignite our spirits? In this space of silence, we can allow ourselves to dream without limitation, free from the constraints of practicality or the opinions of others. This dreaming can reignite our sense of purpose and motivate us to pursue our goals with renewed vigor. Lastly, seeking clarity within ourselves through silence nurtures our self-compassion. It allows us to embrace our imperfections and acknowledge that seeking clarity is a journey, not a destination. In these quiet moments, we can forgive ourselves for past mistakes and recognize that they do not define us. This practice of self-compassion reinforces our resilience and equips us to move forward with a more forgiving and loving attitude toward ourselves. In summary, when we're seeking clarity within ourselves, silence is not merely absence of sound, it is a powerful tool for self-discovery, reflection, and growth. By embracing silence, we honor our journey, giving ourselves the space to explore our thoughts, feelings, and aspirations with depth and intention. In our journey through life, we often find ourselves navigating complex emotions, challenging conversations, and overwhelming noise. The power of silence in these situations cannot be overstated. It is not simply a lack of sound, but a profound opportunity for reflection, growth, and understanding. By choosing silence in moments of hurt, when others share their pain, in the face of gossip, when pressured to respond, and while seeking clarity within ourselves, we embrace a path of deeper connection both with ourselves and those around us. Silence is a sanctuary where we can gather our thoughts, assess our emotions, and connect with our core values. It allows us to approach conversations with intention and empathy, fostering authentic communication and reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings. In this sacred space, we can cultivate self-awareness and compassion, enabling us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. As we move forward, let us remember that silence is not a weakness but a strength. It empowers us to listen more deeply, to understand more fully, and to express ourselves more authentically. In a world that often demands our immediate responses, let us choose to embrace silence as a powerful tool for self-discovery, connection, and growth. By doing so, we not only honor our own journey, but also enrich the lives of those we encounter along the way. So, as we navigate the complexities of our relationships and our inner worlds, let us commit to being present in our silence, trusting in its transformative power. Together, we can create a culture that values reflection over reaction, understanding over judgment, and connection over division. Let us choose silence, and in doing so, choose a path of deeper understanding and genuine compassion.